During my absence, I had a video planned to have a follow-up on the following video. However, due to scheduling issues, I wasn't able to edit the video, and it has reached a point where just uploading the video now with the same audio wouldn't really make sense. So that is why I'm doing a version 2 of the original video, giving a more updated view on the whole thing and how CS just fell off. But you know what doesn't feel off? Today's giveaway, which I will give away at the end of the month. Check it out in the description below, all of the information there. And now a quick word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by Skinbaron, the ultimate marketplace for buying and selling your CS skins. Skinbaron is a German company with an excellent Trustpilot rating, trusted by thousands of players. Save up to 30% compared to the Steam market. With over 1 billion skins and easy to use filters, finding your perfect skin is a breeze. They offer multiple payment methods including credit card, Klarna and even more. And if you're selling a skin worth over 1,000 euros, you'll only pay 2% fees on it. Use my code Shifterz to support the channel and start your Skinbaron journey today. Thank you, Skinbaron. And now back to the video. Look, let's give you a quicker backstory of the original video and what happened after its upload. So what happened after the animation update, or when the M4A4 Solitude was introduced in the game, I noticed shooting fell off, my performance took a hit, and it was noticeable when I compared a month of data before the update and a month of data afterward. My stats across the board just took a nosedive. And while I didn't have solid concrete proof to prove that something was off with the game, I only had some speculations and my own stats. However, more and more other people came out and said something is not working right. Shooting just feels off. And well, right before I went on holiday, an update was released that addressed the problem with animations, because weapon spraying didn't align with the shots where they went. And well, after that update came, I was on holiday for 2 weeks, and over the 2 weeks, updates were dropped to fix the problem. But nevertheless, almost 4 weeks have passed and fundamental issues still exist. For example, lineups still don't work how they used to. I think the most famous one is the window smoke not working with the previous lineup. And we all know how good communication is at Valve with the community, because at this point in time, we don't know when it's going to be fixed, or is it going to be fixed, or has everyone just moved on at this point and learned new lineups for positions that now don't work anymore as they did before. And now I would say comes the part where the rant starts a bit. And let's take it deeper. But in my opinion, breaking a fundamental aspect, which is shooting in a shooting game, is unacceptable and cannot be launched in that state and have the community guess for a month on what the fuck is happening. Why is the game not working as it's supposed to? And I know, as a game tester, you will not find all of the bugs. I know from an inside perspective, I worked at a studio as a QA tester before, and even though you put a lot of time and effort into finding all of the possible bugs, at the end of the day, you won't find everything, because you are just restricted by your mental capacity of trying to find multiple ways to break the game. And that is why the community itself is so great at finding problems, because while a studio might have, let's say, 10 to maybe 20 QA testers, or even more depending on the size, obviously, the community is way larger, and everyone playing the game at the same time will obviously encounter problems that the QA team could have never thought of. And on top of that, during time where we didn't know what the hell was happening, we have multiple S tier events or A tier events that were happening on those game versions, and most likely these problems affected the outcome of the game. For example, we had Esports World Cup, which started on the 20th of August and most likely was running that version of the game. But if they didn't, we had other S tiers event like Fisher Playground number 2, Blast Open London 2025 finals, and maybe even ESL Pro League Season 22 ran on those broken game files. And this is something that I cannot prove. However, I can say it could have happened if we compare date of when the update was launched. The problems started to happen with the dates of the events happening. And yeah, to close this video off, is there a way can we fix this to not happen in the future? And yes and no. And obviously the most easiest way, however, I think the fundamental problems are not gonna get fixed, is to hire more people. You might be able to fix the symptoms, however, cure the disease? No. So to be honest, get the community involved, do it correct this time, however, and make it possible to be able to enter a beta tester program. Be able to play on a patch that is still not released, play it, give feedback, and be able to contribute to the community overall. And maybe as a thank you, you might get the ability to get more items in your weekly drop. And since Valve sees how good your trust factor system, for example, is, use that to gather some data on some trustworthy people and invite them into this beta tester. Maybe rotate it so that new people can help out and bad actors can be moved out of the rotation so they stop giving false feedback. But hey guys, give me down below your opinion on the whole topic. And I know it's a bit of an older one. Let me know, how has this whole affected you over the last month? How has your shooting been? How has your aiming been? All of that, write it down in the chat below. And as always, guys, don't forget to check out all of the relevant links down in the description below. That would be amazing. Don't forget to join my membership program. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys on the next video. A special thanks to my supporters, Dennis, die Katze,